Baby, I love you.
I love you.
Enjoy.
Wait, see it? Oh, no way. What? I knew that you were the love of my life. God, it's beautiful. Oh, my God. You like?
I like.
I love.
You like? I love you, baby.
I love you.
If you're new here, I'm Vanessa from Vanessa Nicole Jewels, where I create custom diamond rings for clients all over the world. And that lovely client you just saw was Cathy. Her husband Harold gifted a spectacular 3.5 carat oval cut diamond ring as an upgrade to her previous one, since they've been together for 40 years. And you'll hear a little bit later about an unfortunate experience that they had with a custom jeweler prior to reaching out to me. And I wanted to share here not only behind the scenes making their ring, but also a sneak peek into the conversation Harold and I had leading up to the big ring reveal. I think it's nice to get a sense of how my client interactions are. I don't often get to meet with them in person, but I love getting to know them in other ways.
Getting to know all about you.
Usually it's by email because I write as animated as I speak, so they feel like they're right there with me without needing a call. But sometimes we hop on Zoom as well, like we did in this case. And Harold and Cathy, they found my YouTube channel and they watched all of my videos, well, a lot of my videos, and referenced loving this one here, where I went behind the scenes talking about another custom ring that I created for my beautiful client, Frankie. Now this video is gonna be a 2-part series because last week I posted a very special video, which is a film service that I offer called The Making of the Ring Film. And in this film, I interview my client saying all the things he loves about his wife, or if someone were getting engaged, what he loves about his future wife and what they're looking forward to in their future together. And I overlay that footage onto making their ring, and I'll link to that video below so you can watch it, because it's just amazing to hear Harold talk about his love for his wife while seeing this one-of-a-kind piece being handcrafted exclusively for her. It's an incredible way to go above and beyond. And you know, it becomes this priceless gift because we can never recreate that moment. And you know, my husband is always wondering how I attract such incredible clients, because I'm just gushing about how awesome they are at dinner each night. And God, I mean, they're so appreciative and friendly, just all the good things. Just literal dream clients. And after I deliver a ring, honestly, one of the best tips someone could ever give a small business is writing a review expressing just how much they loved the service, if it warranted that. And often my clients will go online to write a review, and sometimes they'll even write a handwritten love note, which is just amazing. I recently received one from a client after 3 years, and I can't even express how much it meant to me. I mean, you know, when I shared about my dad and the devastating loss after pancreatic cancer to my clients, a client from the UK, she actually sent me the most beautiful candle, just with this thoughtful note, among other incredibly meaningful cards, all of which I've kept, because these love notes, they're part of what sustained me. And it honestly, it extends the longevity of my business. I mean, the first ring I made was 22 years ago. And I don't know if you've ever committed to something or even someone for over 20 years, but it takes nurturing to keep that zest alive. And honestly, my clients are the fuel to my fire. So one of the reasons that I brought this up is because sometimes clients have sent incredibly delicious gifts, such as cookies or chocolate covered strawberries or gorgeous chocolates, wine, nuts. I mean, the list goes on, all just amazing, unexpected surprises. And speaking of surprises, you might be wondering why I'm wearing this eagle shirt. Well, Harold and Cathy surprised me with something I still have no words for. Honestly, he gifted 4th row tickets for my mom and I to go see the Eagles in concert for their final tour. I mean, I still get chills thinking about it, because, you know, there's a deeper reason why it was so meaningful, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later. But my point in sharing this is because I know my kids are going to watch this one day, and I want them to see that when you put out the best of yourself, just with every good intention, with every skill you've developed over the years, always aiming to give more value than you receive, putting the client at the forefront. Karma, the universe, God, all of it, it returns the goodness back to you. And I don't believe that it has to be in the form of gifts, but wow, I mean, you know, this one was more than about music. It gave me a priceless memory with my mom. That was time I will never forget. I mean, I have 3 kids and I work a lot because I love what I do. And traveling, it's not a season of life that I'm in right now. So we made the effort to take this trip together for the concert, and I'm so grateful that we had the reason to do so. So thank you, Harold and Cathy. I mean, you know how meaningful this was. Okay. I'm gonna pull back the curtain now and take you backstage to see what went into creating this spectacular one-of-a-kind ring. Let's go. You'll see here the rough casting, which I'll now be refining into the final piece. I'm gonna be hand sculpting beautiful, even scoops under the diamonds to reflect light and create dimension. Now this step takes extra time, but it's one of the features that puts it at a higher level of quality. And eventually we'll make sure to polish them brilliantly before setting, because once the diamonds are set, we can't go back under them to polish again. Now I'm drilling holes for setting the diamonds, making sure to go just deep enough for all of the diamonds to stay perfectly even. Sanding off the sprue that was part of the casting process, and smoothing out the inside so it's comfortable to wear. The diamonds are in place now, so I'm using a customized tool to secure the diamonds with micro prongs. There are 150 diamonds on the outside of this ring that have been color matched to the center diamond to ensure maximum brilliance. Every angle of the ring needs to be polished, including the inside. We use thin pieces of string coated with polishing compound in order to smooth and polish every nook and cranny. This is the 3.5 carat colorless natural diamond I sourced for Harold and Cathy. Preparing to set the center diamond now. I always polish underneath where the diamond will be set, because once it's secured to the ring, you can't get back underneath there, and if there are rough edges, then lotions and grime can get stuck under the diamond, making it look less brilliant. I'm cleaning it off. And now I'm setting the heart of their ring, the stunning 3.5 carat center diamond, into their one-of-a-kind setting. The prongs will be sculpted to be my signature claw prongs, which mimic the shape of the facets of the diamond. This takes extra time, but it takes it to a whole new level of quality, so your eye can focus on the brilliance of the diamond. I'm using a pneumatic hammer to make sure that those prongs are perfectly pressed against the diamond. And now I'm sculpting those prongs. There are many steps involved in order to achieve that perfect claw prong, but once it's done, oh, it just looks absolutely fabulous. A hidden feature will be a sapphire and diamond inside the ring, which are their birthstones, and they're going to be placed side by side. They're flush set inside, so she can't feel them or see them when they're being worn, but it's always there, something that only they know about. Check out how they look. Absolutely stunning, side by side forever. Now I'm putting the finishing touches to the prongs, so they not only function perfectly to secure the diamond, but also look incredible. And then the last step will be applying that final polish to make it shine.
You know, the reason I wanted to make a custom ring for Cathy, we got her first ring when we were in St. Thomas about 27 years ago, I think. And it was a pretty ring. At the time, it was all we could afford or anything, and more than we could afford, really. And she wore it for, you know, up until about last year. And for some reason, maybe she lost a diamond out of it or something. And we were talking about upgrading. I'd been looking at diamonds, and I'd watched your show quite a while before, too. And so she went to a local jeweler here, and I wasn't happy with it. I was embarrassed to have her wear it, really. And then it kind of spinning a little bit. So then she got 2 bands on each side of it, and it looked kind of awkward and gaudy and like something somebody wore 20 or 40 years ago or something. It just didn't work. And then she got a halo put on it. And this was after I'd watched your halos. And I told her at the time she's getting a halo, I said, we should send this off and get it done right. I said, go ahead and do it. And we got it back. I was just mortified. It was like worse than the ones you show for bad examples. Yeah. And I said, hey, this isn't right. And it was bugging me. And I was looking at diamonds anyway. And I just decided at that time it's time to contact you and see what we could do. And that's when I sent you some of the diamonds I'd found, not knowing exactly what shape or I knew the shape, but I didn't understand the ratios and stuff. That's where I was confused. And thank you. You found the right one, beautiful one. One of the reasons I wanted to get a different one is, and I didn't realize how beautiful a diamond could be and a ring could be if it was done right professionally by somebody that knew what they're doing, which I see that you sure do. And I looked at it and I didn't like the fact that the diamonds on the halo were smaller than the ones coming up the side of the ring. And then there was a gap between the diamond, and it didn't look right. It just needed something. And I was looking at stuff that you've produced, and I didn't realize how beautiful a ring could be until I saw the proportions that you've done, where everything matches with the coming up the side and the halo, and everything's in perfect proportion, and it's so tight around there. And she loves the double shank that you're doing. She's so happy every time I show her a picture of that or talk. We don't do it all the time, but if you send me an email, brings it up and stuff, and I show it to her, and she just cries. She's so happy and makes me so happy.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, I love that. Every time I create one stage and I get past the casting, or I get past the wax stage, or I get past the diamond setting stage, it's like Christmas for me. I feel like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to show Harold and Cathy. It's just going to be, it's because I know it's exactly what you want. And so when I get past each stage and I see how it's developing from scratch, just completely custom for Cathy, I'm just very excited for her to have this on her finger.
Yeah, we're so excited for it too. And it's just everything she wanted. I didn't realize that anybody, and you do, would start from scratch and make the casting and make everything. That's so special and important to us. And it's so cool mean so much. This is something that you've created that we wanted. We found somebody that could do something and produce something so beautiful. I can slide it on her hand and she'll love it.
What are you looking forward to in the next stage of your marriage with Cathy?
I've been thinking about the future and what we're going to do now that I'm kind of retiring. She worked 45 years and I worked 41 years for the same company. We worked our butts off. Our free time, we'd go on a trip, go fly fishing, Alaska, Rome, we didn't have a lot of time. And now we've got some time where, like concerts, I probably booked 20 concerts. Didn't even look at the date before I had, let's see, what weekend can I be gone and what this. And I didn't care what day it was. I just booked it. Oh, it's on a Tuesday? I don't care. So we're going to go. And we want to see more of the West. We want to go Northwest and Southwest with our van and see that and do more traveling. Her daughter's husband is from Ireland. And so we're going to go over there next year, hopefully for 2 or 3 weeks, and just let them give us a tour. And we're just kind of letting go and meeting new friends and having a great time.
Oh, that's so wonderful. I love that. And having that opportunity to do that with my mom, Harold, I can't even tell you how touched I was and how much it meant to me. And it honestly is something that I'll never forget. I mean, the fact that you gifted this beautiful experience, but also just the meaning behind it, because you didn't know that certain songs from the Eagles, they are a part of my family. And it was incredible. And yeah, music is a big part of my life. And so I'm just grateful that you gave that to us. I'm so, so grateful. Thank you.
You're welcome. And that means so much to us. We've been successful enough that we're okay now, and we can give and share with stuff. And we've given tickets to other people, and it's so cool to hear the stories, what they got to experience with somebody they didn't know, or hear songs they forgot about. And you go to the Eagles, oh yeah, I know every freaking song they sing, and you just sing along with it too.
Yeah,
and that makes us so happy. We are so happy that you and your mom got to do that. That means a lot to us.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's my dad and I would go to concerts before he passed, and I never would have gone to concerts with my mom. We never bonded over music in that way. And so I was excited to go, but I was a little bit apprehensive. And then it ended up being this really unique bonding experience for us, because we had never taken a trip like that, just us together. And so it and it, it's recent since my dad passed. And so it was really this beautiful bonding. We took the train up to LA. So it was one of those, I'd never been on the coaster going up the coast. And so it was this really great experience that kind of came out of nowhere when you surprised us with it. And I thought, gosh darn, that was so beautiful, that entire experience, not just a concert, but an entire weekend experience that you gave to my mom and I, that I really will cherish forever.
That is so sweet. I get goosebumps when
I know. I get teary-eyed just thinking about it because I'm so grateful. And my kids, they sing those songs. They've always sung it because I think I might have told you when my boys were little, we used to sing Hotel California in our kitchen. We would have dance parties. And right at the chorus, I would always hold them out and they would turn and hold their hand out as they sing the Hotel California section. And so when I told them I was going to watch the Eagles, they started breaking out into song. And it's so great. Yeah, you couldn't have picked a better concert for us to go to. Yeah, so thank you.
Hey, would you like to meet Cathy?
Yes.
I'll go find her.
Okay, great.
Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
Can you see her?
Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you.
How you been?
Oh, I've been so well. Thank you for asking. Yes. Oh my gosh. I am just floored by how your ring is turned out. I can't wait for it to be on your finger and you're going to hold it up and you're just going to, you're going to flip out.
You're going to make me cry.
I've already gotten tears in my eyes just talking about it with Harold. So, this is amazing. I can't wait for it to be on your finger soon.
Me too. Thanks to you.
Oh, good.
And if you're looking for your very own custom ring, feel free to reach out to the studio at vanessanicole.com. I would love to learn more about what you're looking to make, and I would absolutely love to exceed your expectations with it. Oh, and if you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, since that's going to tell YouTube that this is something people should watch before getting a custom ring. I mean, this channel, it honors meaningful relationships and creativity and just an appreciation for the time that it takes to achieve fine craftsmanship through beautiful artistry. And so by watching these videos here, you're going to be surrounding yourself with these values and just encouraging excellence. So subscribe and leave a comment below saying hi. And in the meantime, I'm wishing you a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.